Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've missed you guys. It's been how many days now? 3 days. I'm sorry, actually. It's just that from now on I'm not going to be doing this recap every day. Remember towards, at the beginning of this Big Brother thing, I told you guys I'll probably be having this recap once or twice a week. Well, right now I'll try to have this recap maybe twice or 3 times a week. Unforeseen developments and a lot is happening that I'll have to pay attention to, so I will not have the time to do this thing every day. But when everything is over, when all this I'm actually trying to face is over, I'll come back to giving this recap daily. So please bear with me. I hope you guys stay and don't run away. Well, I just won't be here every day, but I'll try and come in every 2 or 3 days to give you guys a summary of everything that has happened. So where do we start from? We stopped. When was the last time I came here? I came here last on Tuesday. Yes. Okay. So of course, you know how it is now. Weekdays start with exercises, and afterwards they start with food, and after food they start trying to have their bath, gist. In fact, one of the reasons why I didn't even bother was because I think this week was basically chilled. Apart from they had the Pepsi Mat challenge. It was just about that. They didn't have enough time to explore, enough time to do whatever. They were just focused on their 100% wager and winning the 5 million naira from Pepsi. So that's one of the reasons I didn't even bother. A lot didn't exactly happen. Apart from, I like to call this week the Sissy show. I don't know if it is because she's nominated. She's trying. Of course, we all know Sissy is quite toxic, but I don't know. This week was just extra drama. Maybe it's got the nomination, whatever it is. But at least she ruled this week. Trust me, enough airtime for Sissy. Okay, so after the food was gist, then the housemates were outside. Then Teddy and Bam Bam were talking about sex. At that point, they were trying to code it. Bam Bam was talking about, I think, she bleeding, and she also said, you didn't even come out again after you went in. That was after. Teddy was not like, oh, you mean after the gym? That was the word he used. After the gym. She was smiling. She was actually blushing. So Teddy was like, don't tell, like, it's been a long time. That now, like, it's been a while since outside the house. So he was not trying to ask Bam Bam, so tell me, how long has it been since you had sex and now? And Bam Bam was trying to code, like trying to tell him to shut up. And he was like, I'll talk, Joe, why are you hiding? Talk now. Of course she didn't talk. So Teddy was like, for him, the last time he had sex was a day before he left Nigeria to come to South Africa. I had sex all through the night, and afterwards Biggie's commercial break came. Biggie does not even know what time to go on commercial break. I'm sure at that time Bam Bam already had something to say, but we actually did not see it. So I think that confirmed the gist that was their first time of having sex, obviously, because he talked about it. Then it was time for Biggie to bring in the task of the day, and Biggie brought in 7 mats, blue mats, and the idea was he gave them songs, like choose a song, which I said the previous episode. So the idea was, when you hear your song, when you hear any of the 7 songs that was chosen in the house, you jump on the mat, you dance, and you sit down. After a while, the ninja came and took in one, so it was just 6 mats. And the first commotion that happened was everybody trying to run to get the mat. Miracle hit, punched, what's the name, Teddy on his nose, and he was actually bleeding. I think Anika fell down. So at that point, Teddy was like, I beg, he's not even doing this thing anymore. For what now? For London Festival. The initial prize was 1 festival. Like, they're going to go to London for the 1 festival challenge. But Teddy was like, I beg, I'm not doing it anymore. For what? Over this injury and everything. He's even going to London, so he's not doing it. And of course, trust me, Nina was upset. Nina was just very quiet. She was very quiet. After a while, she went outside to talk to Miracle, that she doesn't even understand what's going on with Teddy. This is not the Teddy she knows, that she hasn't gone to London before. The way Nina talks when she's upset. She just continues to whine. She's not gone to London before. Why should Teddy say because he's going to London, he's not going to hustle? Which, of course, I I saw reasons with, she's your partner. Whatever it is that affects you affects her. So you can't say because you're going to no, because the task is challenging, you will just relax, And I actually supported me now with that stance. So Miracle was not like, well, stop concluding. I don't think Teddy's like that. Maybe you should talk to him. Maybe there's a reason. Just go and talk to him. Don't conclude. Don't conclude. Like, he came to Teddy's defense, so I was even surprised. Like, he wasn't even defending Nina. He was just talking about Teddy. That don't conclude. I think you should meet him. Nina said, I'm not going to meet him. After he watched, said, okay, she should go and meet him. So Nina went inside, and Richard saw them arguing. They were arguing, and Teddy was like, no, don't tell me that rubbish anymore. Where the beginning of the argument started from, I didn't know. So while he said, don't tell me that rubbish anymore, he stood up and he came out. And of course, Miracle was talking to Teddy. He said, Miracle, Nina don't come much. Talk say you don't want to beg for her sake now, just to. Teddy now said, okay. And he's going to do. It's just that he's injured a lot. That at one point, he even almost fell into the glass house with Rico. But he would do it. So he went inside. And he started taking the task extremely seriously, like really, really seriously. It was hard for them to adjust initially, but later they adjusted, because at that point Biggie came and took in one more mat, so they were left with 5. So at that point they adjusted, and of course they stayed doing the mat, and all through that day was about the mat challenge. Miracle and Jella, Mito and Jella, had the mat outside. They didn't really have much people challenging them, so they were really scoring points outside. They were strategizing. Like, this thing was like Woko. They had alliances over the mat, while Sissy was inside with Teddy and Nina. So while that was going on, Alex was just extremely clingy with Leo. Like, the Alex that came into this house was one Alex that did not send, even though she had these childish tendencies, enough reason to want to whine or just cry. But she had a mind of her own. But I don't, right now, Leo had a spot secured for his mat. Alex's spot was supposed to be inside the room, but Alex will still come and leave Leo. Alex will come and meet Leo in his own spot. Like, she was just not doing anything. Toby had serious arguments with her. Like, Alex, you're not serious about this. She would even forget her microphone. Toby would scream, I don't like this. Get your mic together. This one, that one. So just one thing or the other. And so that was how Tuesday went. So just all about the mat. Even at, to the point that 2 a.m. while everybody was sleeping, the next thing songs came up. The whole video ran. And of course straight to the mat, and that was how that one ended. On Wednesday started with exercises as usual. On food, Rico is like the in-house food master, but at that point everybody was actually conscious about the mat, so there was no general food, so everybody had to make their meals themselves. Angel made food for himself and his girlfriend, or his strategic partner, Anika. Then Teddy was still trying to time. After Teddy just told them, okay, stay inside, let him come outside to make food. So Teddy came outside and made food for himself, Nina, Bam Bam, Lolu, and Toby, which was actually very cute. It's a very cute thing to watch. While he was making the food, Nina came out and brought drinks, cups, went inside the room. It was actually fun seeing them trying to work as a team, even as much as the 5 million naira was at stake. But you could see those who had the mat inside, which was Toby, Lulu, that was Tolex, Silo, Tena, trying to, and Bamco, because at that point, Big Brother had taken the Bamco mats in the kitchen, so they had to join those inside, and made food for them. And we said, we could come, we would chop like family where we be, and they stay eating, and that one went. Then Sissy and Nina, they were sitting down, everybody was sitting down close to the mat, trying to secure a space when the music comes on. And the next, I don't even know how or what happened. The next, I think Sissy said Nina farted on her and it's provocation. So she was going to report to Big Brother. And Teddy was like, I don't understand. How is that provocation? So Nina was like, Sissy, you're always bullying me. Well, we all know that Nina's most popular saying in that house is everybody bullies her. But up until the time when she became partner with Teddy, it was Teddy, hey, Teddy bullies me. Teddy bullies me. Teddy likes to bully me. Teddy. But right now, Sissy is bullying me. Last week it was Toby. Toby, why are you bullying me? Why are you bullying me? But right now it is Sissy. And Sissy was like, give me an instance where you bully her. And Teddy was not like, Sissy, yes, you bully me now. Is it because she's small? Anyway, let me just tell you, as long or as far as Nina is my partner, is my strategic partner, nobody's going to bully her in this house. I would not accept. You know, but even before then, Big Brother, the diary session they had, Big Brother asked Nina about her partnership. She said, yeah, initially she was upset that her strategic partner offended her, but you know, she misunderstood him. After they talked, she said some bad things to him, so she's feeling bad, but she's apologized, and she's going to apologize again, hoping he will forgive her. Big Brother asked Teddy how he feels about his strategic partner, and he said the truth is, you know, initially Nina was not his favorite pair or person he would want to talk to in the house. He said, but coming close to her, he's understood she's an amazing person, and anything that he has to do to make sure that our confidence is, you know, boost our confidence is up, or she boosts herself up, is ready to do it. You know, like he feels that they're working well as a partner, and he feels that now that they've been nominated favorite pair, they're going to be targeting the house. You know, Bam Bam talked about her partnership with Rico and said she's actually tired of Rico trying to just be more than strategic partners, because Rico can see she has an emotional thing for Teddy. Silo said, well, she's working well with her partner. Anika and Angel said, well, she's, you know, everything is going on with his partner, even though most times his partner has some vices there where she feels like Angel has this high ticket thing, but you know, and her confidence is not really up, but he's actually trying to see how well they can work together. You know, they all had things to say, even about Toby. Teddy said with the save and replace Toby did, Toby has made himself a bit vulnerable to the housemates, because they feel like, okay, there's no loyalty there, and they'll probably, you know, come for his head next. You know, and everything went so. While that was going on, Mito and Jella, they've already, you know, they became alliance with this I've never seen very God, Miracle is actually very competitive. You know, it's, you know, the first and second week Miracle was just quiet, he wouldn't talk. So everybody was like, look at this calm guy. But then that guy is actually very, very competitive, extremely competitive, like so competitive. Next day was strategizing with what's his name, with Angel and Anika, because initially when Bamko came outside to sit on that mat, Anika and Angel actually pushed Bamike and Rico. They already conspired. If anybody will come here, we'll go push them, this one, that one, they should go inside. So I think, I don't even know what happened. I think the ninja came and removed more mats. I didn't watch that particular part, but I read part of it on Twitter. The ninja came and removed more mats, and the next thing, maybe Miracle just like complaining and was just saying, that one that is called Teddy. Teddy said he's not even interested in this mat. She said he was going to go to London. So why is he now fighting for a mat? This on that one. According to what I read, and I heard Teddy actually came out and told him, let me tell you something. Like I told you, I'm not interested in this challenge, this Pepsi challenge. I am doing this for Nina. That is the only reason I am putting my weight, I'm pulling my weight in this task. I am actually doing this for Nina. Because I saw people talking about Miracle and how Miracle has just been talking about, you know, bad mouthing, but I didn't watch, so I'm not going to dwell so much on that. Like I told you guys, anything I don't watch, I'm not going to dwell on that. So while so back to Sissy and Nina, and they went on and on, and Sissy was like, you see, in this house, if you don't tell me what I've done, then I will try not to interact with you. And Nina was like, who even wants your interaction? You know, Nina, now you don't know me, my mouth is like acid, I'm just controlling my mouth. If I talk to you for 3 days, you will sleep. If I talk to you, I pity your husband because you will kill him. That was all Nina saying, all these things. You know, she was throwing jabs at. See, Nina is low key, or some people say high key, aggressive. She does, look, she has this very low tone, but she's very rude. She will just constantly throw jabs at you. She was actually throwing jabs at Sissy, even though we all know Sissy is too much. Sissy can be, let me use the word, a nuisance. But even that day, Nina was throwing jabs, and Sissy did not let go. Sissy kept saying, you must tell me how I'm bullying you, or you don't have a point. And Toby was just there looking. While that was going on, all of a sudden, I don't even know where everything came out from. And Lulu just came outside. What do you mean? What do you mean? And Sissy was like, okay, I think Sissy was having an issue with Nina. And Lulu was like, calm down, calm down. You know, we have 2 strikes. And I think Sissy was, Lulu was like, what do you mean? Come. And Sissy was like, fuck off, get the fuck out of here. And Lulu was like, don't swear at me, you know, short men. Any little thing you tell them, I'm sure if you tell Leo, get the fuck out of here, Leo will just tell you, no. But Lulu was like, don't shout at me. Look, are you okay? And Sissy was like, I'm fine, fuck out of here. And Toby came and held Lulu. I was it Toby, yes, Toby came and held Lulu. Leo, he took Lulu inside room. It got so bad that people held Lulu. When Lulu wanted to beat Sissy, I don't even understand what was going on. But they all held Lulu, pushing him inside, pushing him. Lulu, listen, what you do? I don't care. Is she mad? How can she swear at me? How can she yell at me? For what? Me? No. Me? No. And they held him. And he trusts Bamike now. Bamike always, she has analogies to describe every situation. And she was like, Lulu, can you listen to me? It's like this is a blue mat. No matter how you toss this mat up and down, it's still gonna remain blue. So why are you beating yourself up? You have to listen to me. Alex was like, Lulu, if I talk to you, can't you listen? When you talk to me, I listen. Like everybody was against Sissy. You know how she behaves, so just stay here. And Lulu was like me, and of course Leo was outside talking to Sissy. Then Toby now came and told Leo, see Leo, let me just tell you something. You're talking to Sissy, tell her the truth and don't babysit her. That I think Sissy is excessive, that what she's done to Lulu, everything, all the words she's used on Lulu inside the room, if I were the one, I wouldn't take it from her. That she's done things to Lulu today that I would not take. And Sissy was like, mind your business. What have I done? You know Sissy now, don't tell me that. What did I do? She would never complete herself. Like, yo, you see, she was just going on and on, like typical Sissy. I don't know. And that one went, and Toby was talking to her. After a while, Toby and Sissy, they sat down. Leona went inside. She wasn't even listening to Leo. Then that's okay, fine, I've left you guys. Leo went inside and she sat with Toby and she was talking to Toby. They talked and everything. So afterwards, you know, Lulu was inside. Of course, people were talking to him. Teddy and Nina were just like, I beg, let's do our own thing. Toby came with another way to re-strategize the music task. After a while, later in the evening, we just saw Nina, Sissy doing her makeup. Nina was actually in the kitchen cooking. Next thing, Sissy came again. Nina, so tell me, how did I offend you? Why will you call me a bully? Nina was like, Sissy, leave me alone. Leave me alone. They said, I won't leave you alone. No. I want to know how I'm a bully. Rico, do you think I'm a bully? Rico now said, well, I know Nina to be an upright person in this house. If she says you're bullying her, you're probably bullying her. How? She was doing her makeup. Even me, I was wondering why she was doing her makeup in the evening. But apparently, she had a date with Toby. And they went on a date. Rico cooked for them. Their food dead, drinks by the jacuzzi. She dressed well. I don't know, she wore one Versace dress. I don't know if it's Versace, but she wore one Versace dress. Toby wore his native. You know, Toby likes his native now. They're looking really good, actually. And they're talking about their relationship. And Sissy said she's ready to give you one more shot. But Toby was like, you know, like he thinks they should just be friends first inside the house while they go outside. You know, and Toby kept talking. You know, he wasn't forthcoming. And the next thing, Toby was like, to be honest with you, Sissy, that even if you were my girlfriend, I will still do what I did. I will still not put Miracle up. And I felt that was cold on Toby's part. Even if that's what you want to really do, I don't think it's what you tell someone that you had something to do with in the house. There's sometimes that you have to be tactful and diplomatic, you know. And of course, they went on and on about their dinner. Teddy and Bam Bam inside. I said Teddy and Bam Bam, the other housemates inside. So after their dinner, we just noticed that Bam Bam and Teddy were not really talking. And Bam Bam was outside on the hammock. She was just sitting down her own. Teddy already went to bed sleeping. Then Bam Bam was talking to Angel about Teddy. I don't know if that Teddy got her upset or offended her. Next thing, I went outside. I came in, I saw her talking to Rico. And she was talking about different things. And she talked about how, you know, there's some sarcasm she don't like. She's actually friends with Teddy. She doesn't like some sarcasm. That the fact that she's quiet doesn't mean that Teddy should try and, you know, want to be controlling of her. Like, for instance, look at what Teddy said inside. Teddy came to meet her and was like, so why are you carrying your face as if somebody died? For what? Why should they say that? You know, that's not nice. You know, the fact that I try to while she was talking, Sissy came in. So I think she didn't want to continue the conversation in front of Sissy. So she just said, okay, Rico, let me just go back and sleep now. And she went to the bed. Teddy was lying down here. She went to the other end of the bed. But guess what? Just 10 minutes was all we had to give them. The next thing, they joined themselves together, held their hands, said, whispered 1 or 2 words in their ears, and held their hand like this. So I don't think like this one. They don't know how to fight because, of course, like Teddy even told Toby, he said we'll always have times when we'd quarrel. But you guys don't know because we settle our issues most times at midnight. And you know, that was how everything went. And of course, they settled, housemaid had their talks side by side. And that was how it went. And yesterday came, which was Thursday, exercise as usual. The math task still going on. Food, I don't even think they cooked. Like, people didn't cook. They're just particular about the task. Those that were on low points were trying to gather to point. You just see Jella and Mito somewhere again talking, strategizing. So it will go through. At one point, we saw Bam Bam and Rico also strategizing. Then the next thing, the music went on, and Bam Bam couldn't get on the mat. Ifu couldn't get on the mat. They all couldn't get on the mat. And after a while, the next thing, if you just stay shouting, oh, don't ever do that with me again. I'm sure if you go to my Instagram page, like I always tell you guys to go, you'd find the videos there. You know, yesterday, I wasn't exactly around, but every video that I put up, I watched. Not much, limited, but everyone I put up, I had to watch. You know, if it was just shouting, do not tell me that. For what? How will you hide my cap? And Rico was acting like a tout. Rico was like, it's the game, it's the compromisation, and we follow the compromisation. It was just, I don't even like, what's wrong with Rico? Like, I don't think we better give anybody a task to hide people's caps, you know. And if you don't wear your Pepsi cap, you cannot get on the mat. And if it was like, do not try that with me, are you crazy? And the next thing, I think Ifu is very short-tempered. She just took out, as I was talking to Rico, she just carried her hand, dragged this cap from his head, and Rico was like, give me my cap, and she flung the cap away. Go get your heart, silly thing. I think Bam Bam was holding one cap. She dragged the cap from Bam Bam. Let me warn you guys, don't try this nonsense with me again. She insulted Rico. I feel like beating you up right now. You don't be saying that this house today, I go beat you. Go cut some onions, that's all you know how to do. Go cut some onions, some ginger, some pepper, and get to the kitchen. That's all you know how to do. Rubbish. I for beat you. God save you. Saying that this house, I for deck, I for break bots for your head. They crazy. One nonsense is that don't ever do this again. Don't ever. She went on a rant, and Rico was not even making it easy. Rico was talking to her, but in a very calm way. What you want to do? Oh yeah, beat me now. Oh yeah, beat me now. You know, it was just, and it went on and on. And I was in my mind, I was like, if I were Rico, I will never enter that kitchen in my house again, because they've all reduced him to a cook. Even the previous day, Teddy called him Yabasira. They all call him Yabasira in the house now. So afterwards, they still rehearsing for their task presentation. The presentation of the week is all about art, culture, and entertainment, you know, from the past and the future. So they had picked up different things they wanted to do, and they still rehearsing. Nina and Teddy made sure, Nina, come here, you must learn this thing. Their own task had to do with Igbo. Bamike and Rico had to do with food. Mito had to do with dance. And night was time for their task presentation. They all they tried with their attire. Teddy and Nina came. I'm sure if you were on Twitter, you would actually see people really hailing them. Not because I have a thing for the both of them, but they actually did really well. No, Nina didn't put much life, but come on, it was amazing. You know, they worked well together. It's actually sweet seeing Nina, you know, give her all to a task. You know, she's actually laid back. I don't think she's that confident. But you see, she gave her all, and they really did well. Silo did well. Oh my God, Lulu was amazing. They did a Nollywood piece, and Lulu was amazing. Lulu did his work really great. They all did well. Mito did well. Toby's painting. Mwah. Oh God. You know, the catch of the task was when they ended it, and they had to end with the housemates. They said some things about the former housemates. It was so sweet. Even Big Brother was impressed. You know, Big Brother asked them, so what do you have to say about the task? People said, I think we did well. Angel said, I think we did well. Who else has something to say? Sissy said, well, you know, I don't think we're that perfect, but you know, there's beauty in imperfection. And at the end of the day, Biggie awarded them their wager 100. They had won their 100% wager, and also said he has wagered another 100% for them next week. You know, I honestly don't know why BD is doing that, but he did that, and they went inside. They were happy. The next thing, before that, when Toby, the previous when Toby had the dinner with Sissy, he came back and was talking to Miracle, and Miracle said, I don't understand what you do. And Toby told Miracle, I just they play along, you know, because the viewers see him now. I just they play along about the viewers, you know. It was the summary was he was playing along for also the viewers, you know, so that they would think that maybe it's in good terms with Sissy. And I was beginning to think, he's Toby mad. All these things he says, doesn't know that we watch these things. If you don't want Sissy, let her go and stop playing along with her. Then Sissy, you know, why they were talking, Miracle and then Toby were talking about, Miracle now said, you just need to let this girl go. You need to let this girl go. And Toby said, no worry, I know it's not they do. I don't even think that she thinks, see me, I just they play along, nothing they happen. And while they were talking, Sissy now came to meet them. Are you guys talking about me? And Toby said no. And she was like, are you guys talking? Are you guys going to talk about me? And Toby said no. And she just stood there. She didn't go again. Now, that's the habit I don't like. You say to people in the house talking, somebody will just come and interfere. What's your business? She just stood there. At one point, Miracle was just funny. Miracle just stood up and walked away from her. Miracle doesn't even like that girl one bit. You know, even when Miracle and Toby were talking, Toby now said, and that my foolish partner to Alex, to say I get but I will break her head. That the only time she doesn't, that the only attention she pays is to Leo. Doesn't like it at all, you know. And that one went on and on, you know, and that was for the previous day. So I had to come back to the day. So of course they won their wage and they were inside the house. You know, at every opportunity, Toby wants to go to Miracle to malign Sissy. And Toby went to meet Miracle and she was like, you know, see that one, Toby and Miracle, you know, see that one. When they talk, tell people that say we're not perfect. Toby say, in fact, just like I guess kind of wiping mouth. Rubbish, all the shame were not perfect. And Miracle said, they Chris now, what rubbish is that? And I'm like, you guys don't understand English. Of course, in every task they've given to you, you can never be perfect. So that was what Tissy was saying. You know, we're not perfect, and I think there's beauty in imperfection, and which is the truth. But of course, Miracle and Toracle, I honestly don't know what the problem is. You know, two guys with they gossip past anything. It's actually it's sorry sight to see. And they always want to gossip about Sissy, you know, and that one passed. So the next thing is they're fighting about food. You know, Jenna and Mito, they've become close since that alliance. Those ones took the last strides. Sissy was already quarreling about food. This one, that one, that one. Anika went outside. Anika was now telling him, Angel, that doesn't even understand what's going on. That her insecurities always make her look like a bitch, even though she likes her. They went on and on talking about Sissy. Hold on. I had to write some things down. Then Teddy and Nina, you know, the soup Bamike made from their presentation. Bamike gives some to Teddy. So Teddy and who was it? Teddy and Nina are those ones. They're now very close. So, and this morning Nina was like, Teddy, I'm proud of you, Teddy. Hey, 1 hour wager. I'm proud of you, Teddy. Teddy and Nina. To me saying Teddy and Nina, they had their food, their pounded yam and their F4. Even Nina was like, Bam Bam, this soup is very good though. Teddy said the soup is good, but we'll give her 75%. You know, we've not seen her skills in other areas. And Bam Bam was looking at Teddy like this, like, are you sure you've not seen my skills? She was looking at him like, don't tell me you've not seen my skills. I'm sure you've seen the other 25% skills. She didn't say that, but that was the look she gave him, like, which skills again? Even who was talking? And Angel was like, yes, so Bam Bam, we need to see the skills. No, of course, you know you don't kiss and tell. So most of those housemates, I'm sure they don't even know that, those two. But you know, the previous day, Teddy and Toby, they were talking, and Leo. And Toby was like, there's a camera in the toilet. Teddy now said, no camera in the toilet. Now Leo say, this is Big Brother's house. I'm sure there's a camera in the toilet. And Teddy say, yekpa. Now be say we don't fool media be that. You know, since that day you could see, I noticed that Mikel was a bit withdrawn. You know, when you go to the toilet to feel like you want to hide from everybody to have sex, then you figure out that there's a camera there. Oh, sure, fear go catch you. You know, she's been a bit withdrawn, even though she's still be very close with Teddy. They're still very close. I thought maybe after sex, you know, everybody body go calm down, but they're still tight at every point. So they're out 3 yesterday. Bam Bam would be in the room, they would hug, they would kiss. Even Tissy was like, I beg, people should just not make us jealous. Teddy now said that I'll make you jealous. Didn't you go on a date yesterday? You went on a date, let us do our own in the room now. We're not going on any dates. And you know, and they were holding themselves and everything. Then Nina was not like, Teddy, I want to make noodles. Should I make for you? Teddy said, yes, my darling. my princess, please make for me. Said, hey, please only tell they are making food though. Alex was even shouting at Nina in the kitchen and Teddy just stood up. Alex, don't shout at Nina. You cannot, don't bully her. Nobody's going to bully Nina in this house anymore. You cannot bully Nina. And you know, it went on and on. It's so good to see this tenor partnership working. You know, it just shows that in this house, I don't think these housemates have deep-seated hatred. Of course, you know, some of them are overly ambitious and competitive, but I don't think they can't do. You know, I'm sure if you join everybody together, they will work hand in hand. Even Sisi and Lulu, with all their fights, they give an amazing drama presentation. So it's just good to see that, you know, the bad blood isn't exactly much. So, you know, and that was it. Nina and Teddy, they were eating together. Bam Bam didn't have issues with it. Bam Bam was just there. Teddy and Nina just collaborating. Nina, come, Joe. Bam Bam. Teddy and Nina, and Bam Bam, they will sit down together. It's just a very good sight. You know, as much as we want drama, it's also good to see people coexist in the same house, you know, and that was it. And afterwards, they went to bed very early yesterday. Bam Bam and Teddy on their bed. Angel and Anika, they've been having some sort of argument, whatever the argument is. The kind of likeness Angel has for Anika. Even at one point, Anika was treating her pimples, and Angel was like, I'd like to have pimples. And I'm like, you know, which pimples do you want to have? So guys, that's how it went. Now, so if it's your first time, please subscribe. I'm going to plead with you guys. I have a lot going on in my life right now. I can't talk about it now. I will talk about it when everything is sorted out by God's grace. So you guys shouldn't run away. I'm not going to be here every day, like I said at the beginning of this post. I will not be here every day, but I'll try and be here at least twice or thrice a day, which was what I promised initially when I started this Big Brother gist or recap. I said I was going to be here every 2 or 3 days, but I just enjoyed doing it. But right now, a lot has changed. I have a lot I'm handling at the moment, a whole lot. Trust me, I have a lot I am handling. I cannot quantify. I cannot. If I tell you, you people tell me, "Sef, don't do this video again. Just calm down." But I'll try and, you know, come here because it's also like a therapy for me. So you guys shouldn't run away. Still, please support. Come, man. If you come, you just come and check. Sha. If you don't see it today, I'm sure you'll see it tomorrow. I'll try and do like after now, which is today. I'll be back here on Monday for the weekend recap. So don't expect me back tomorrow. I'll be back here on Monday for the weekend recap. After the weekend recap, I'll come back on. This is how I'm going to come back from today. I'll be back here every Monday, Tuesday and Friday to give these videos. That's how it's going to go from now. But you can still check my Instagram page or my Twitter page. I'll post videos and I'll also do the live streaming once I'm home. I'm not going to be around often. I go out with my iPad so I can watch Big Brother, but I'm not going to be around often. So you guys should please bear with me. Pray for me. I need your prayers to, you know, to accomplish the task that is set before me by God's grace. And thank you so much for your support. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be there mostly. Laurasboxx on Twitter, the same handle, Laurasboxx. Thank you so much. You guys are like family to me. I don't know everybody, but at least I know my frequent commenters: Smart King, Rejoice, Esther, Vin Babe, Dora, Kayode Morgan. I know you guys very well. And if I didn't mention your name, trust me, I know when you come in. Metro Gypsy, thank you so much for the support. And see you guys on Monday. But of course, I've not been on Twitter in the last 2 days. I'll try and come back today. I'll be on Instagram as usual. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. Bye.